Warning. We're not gonna get that serious, but like it low-key might at some point. What's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy ProGraps, your favorite wrestling poop talking stick figure here. And people, ladies and gentlemen, we have hit 4,000 subscribers. Let's go. Holy shit, thank you guys. I'ma save all the sappy, grappy, pappy update speech at the end, but thank you guys genuinely. I love you all so deeply. But for now, smash that like button, you feel me? Comment down below 4K, and if you mess with your boy, man, then tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to sub up. We is officially on the road to 5K. That's such a crazy thought. Merch still down in the link below. But hi, my name's Adrian, and I like wrestling. Alright people, what are we here for? Lesson on the board today: mental health and pro wrestling. Yup. Hope this gets at least 7 views. So growing up, right, I'll be honest with y'all, I didn't really care about mental health stuff. I'll be real. Like depression, man, if you don't turn your frown upside down and stop being sad, bro. And it's not even because I didn't think mental health was real or anything, but I never understood anything about mental health really until like 3-4 years ago. Honestly, I was fortunate enough to grow up and not experience too many things that showed me how important mental health really is. But once I hit 18, I started going out more. I started experiencing life stuff, and boom, mental health, baby. Now, I'm no professional advocate for mental health, right? I mean, I literally just talk about niche topics in wrestling, but being that's what I do best, I've recently realized there's a huge correlation between mental health and pro wrestling. And you know what? Transition. Professional wrestling is real. And no, I'm not talking about wrestling being scripted or whatever, because clearly y'all didn't care about that video. Wrestling is real, and wrestling is the most relatable sport. Now, ProGraps, what do you mean by this? Well, every character we see on our TVs, our phones, our laptops, shit, maybe you watch wrestling on the Samsung fridge. I don't know, they got WhatsApp. Point is, these characters, yes, they are characters, but they're all extensions of people. Of course, I mean, Kane's not a big red monster, right? Like, actually, this applies mainly to a lot of wrestlers nowadays, right? A lot of them are hella real and hella relatable. Look at Hangman Adam Page, bro. Hangman is a great wrestler. Yeah, he got the in-ring and promo stuff down to a science, but his character, though, that's what makes him the most compelling and best thing in AEW to me. Why, right? Because Hangman is a genuine real person, bro. Except he's just in a wrestling ring and cowboy boots too, but that shit swag though. Hangman is the main character of the AEW, right? One of the poster boys and the faces of the company. And I think it's important that if there's gonna be any face of a company in the big 2-5, it's the character that might be the most relatable. Relatable in the aspect of, even though he may have a good life, he has a family that loves him, deep down, he still has these issues that haunt him every day. He's super open about his anxiety and his insecurities in his life. Anxiety of this expectation to be something. Anxiety of what happens if he loses, you know? He has these insecurities about himself and his self-image to those he loves. Look at the whole Elite storyline, right? You know, they dumped Hangman because he became a shell of himself, and that should only traumatize the Hangman character even more. But at the same time, though, it was the wake-up call he needed. He put down his biggest vice, his biggest addiction at the time of drinking. He built himself back up that year, and he won the big gold at the end. Well, not the big gold, but you know. And him turning the drink offer down from the Dark Order, his friends that found him when he was at his lowest and he turned the drink down to give them a hug instead, is one of the most beautiful things I've seen in wrestling, because he won it all. He's at the highest of highs winning this championship, and his friends offer him a drink to celebrate, a little quick dose of dopamine. But because Hangman got himself there by replacing his vice with love, he embraced the love instead of getting a quick dose of dopamine. That shit is inspiring and just a genuine real message, bro. Look at Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston is beloved by many fans for multiple reasons, right? Eddie Kingston is a great promo, super passionate and super charismatic guy. Eddie in the ring is actually solid, and I won't lie to y'all, okay? I used to not see the vision, but I understand it now. But most importantly, Eddie Kingston genuinely feels like one of the realest characters. You know that meme in the IWC where they're like, this wrestler doesn't know that wrestling's fake? That shit is literally Eddie Kingston. His character feels so real on multiple dimensions. The way he talks his shit is super believable because this man genuinely feels like he hates Claudio Castagnoli. But also, Eddie is one of the biggest mental health advocates in the pro wrestling scene. Eddie Kingston as a character who honestly just feels like that's him as a person too. He's so open about his mental health, from speaking about how his family had alcoholics that, you know, they didn't deal with talking about their feelings or their mental health, so they dealt with it by drinking and doing some I don't know the YouTube version, so let's just say Coca-Cola. Yeah. Eddie Kingston talks about his depression and how being in locker rooms with all different types of wrestlers and body shapes played a role in how he viewed himself coming up in the business, but because of his own growth and his own journey, he doesn't care no more, because that's what makes him different, you know? The Punk and Eddie feud is a great example of this. Sure, the promo felt really real because maybe they really don't like each other, but to me, the promo felt real off of the literal first things Eddie told him on why he doesn't like him. Eddie Kingston told Punk, I came to the locker room to get free from all my mental crap. And what, you don't like me because I'm different? Because I'm fat? Because I like to eat a little bit? First off, Eddie, shit, same. And then Eddie brings up how Punk judged him because of the way he is, because of his cutting personality at times, which, you know, that's only due to the environment and just the way he grew up. But now here stands Eddie Kingston, a new, older, more mature and more perseverant version of himself from back then, now that he's gotten over a lot of those old demons. And another reason why this feud, well, I guess promo, more specifically, since they didn't have much of a build, which, side note, do you know how good a promo has to be to get a pay-per-view match off of one promo? And not only was it they just had a match, these dudes had a match that had all of us invested in. That's that feeling, man. That's that.
This is how real it is to The Rock.
But the reason why this promo is so important for this topic is because this promo is also a representation of literally Eddie versus his demons. It's Eddie versus a man he once looked up to but turned into more of a reason for his depression. A dude commented on this video saying, God, I love this so much, even 6 months later. We a little late. Punk was the physical embodiment of Eddie's depression. You're a bum, you're only good enough for elevation and dark, you've wasted your opportunities, stuff those of us who have depression tell ourselves every day. Beautiful, real storytelling. And you know what? Facts. This is that relatability that makes us love Eddie Kingston, and this is a powerful representation of fighting your depression and fighting your demons. Now granted, he lost his match, but like, you know, he got his piece off, I guess. But regardless, this is why I say wrestling is real in this sense, dog. Sure, you know, you could tell a story about getting in a limo and being blown up, being the son of an Olympic gold medalist and you look nothing remotely like him. But if you could tell a real story that delivers a genuine message, that shit is awesome, bro. I feel like also this is just a change of the times, right? Mental health was kind of a taboo type of topic to talk about not that long ago, to be honest. Yo, that shit was a tongue twister. Taboo type of topic to talk about. Taboo type of topic to talk about. Taboo type of topic. We wasn't really getting representation of mental health in a lot of media, I feel like, especially pro wrestling. I mean, Hornswoggle couldn't talk for some reason, but guys, what if Hornswoggle was super traumatized and went through psychological torture at such a young age and that's why he couldn't talk? Or Vince just thought, hey, little person, shut up. Nowadays, WWE is more open about mental health, which is cool to see, but I feel like outside of WWE, wrestling is super public about mental health, which is awesome. Look at Mike Santana, whose character has developed so much over the past couple of years because of his real life. You know, he's a father, and he had an alcoholic addiction so bad that his daughter for Christmas wrote on her list, I want my dad to stop drinking. She said that shit to Santa Claus. That shit is so sad, bro, because it's so real. And that was his fuel that the character needed to go out and win the TNA World Championship. And what did he do when he won it? He laid the title down in front of his daughter and gave her the title. That shit, Man, that's that feeling.
This is how real it is to The Rock.
The real mental struggles of his past were used as fuel to drive and motivate his character to overcome his demons and win the world title. His daughter was the real drive for him to improve as a person and as a character. That shit is so real and awesome to see, bro. Jon Moxley, you know, he also admitted that he had to go to rehab and had to get help for his drinking problems, and that shit is so cool to me, because to admit that as a person, not only with your family, is brave and courageous, but on live TV with millions of people watching, that shit is so brave and so cool to see. And the day-to-day mental struggles that wrestlers gotta go through too are just crazy to see. I saw a clip from I think it's WWE 24, and there was a clip of Bianca Belair talking, and she said that she has, you know, her day-to-day struggles with depression, bulimia, thoughts about I don't know if I can say it on YouTube, but unaliving herself, thoughts, and other general mental health issues. And I could only imagine that the women in professional wrestling have to be stronger than the men mentally, just due to the fact that women are watched under a different scope than the men, I feel like, right? Women in the professional wrestling industry, you know, they're constantly sexualized for likes, for comments and views, and they're always being talked about online about their bodies, their looks, and they just get talked about a lot more critical than the men do. And just look at a lot of the thumbnails that are online in this wrestling YouTube space, right? That shit is gross, and these be grown-ass men doing this, bro. So I can only imagine how much that shit sucks, because I know I don't want my body or looks watched or talked about as much as they do. Oh, here comes feminist programs. Y'all got me. No, I'm joking. That shit generally does suck though, and I honestly wouldn't wish that on a person, especially when, you know, they're trying to live their dream and trying to do what they love to do. And yeah, I mean, there's countless of examples of mania wrestlers in the business having issues with their mental health, but you know, we're not gonna be so sad now. Let's get up. Let's get that energy back up. So programs, you telling us all these wrestlers going through it, but why does that matter if I'm just a fan of the sport? Great question, Nubian Prince 225. Having a genuine message and meaning in art is what makes art, right? The ability and this idea of being able to create something that, you know, it's not only an extension of yourself, but it has the ability to connect with someone else and resonate with them is freaking awesome, dude. Being able to make something that other people not only enjoy, but they can find solace in it and find comfort in it, like, that's literally the reason a lot of people stay motivated to create stuff. Yeah, of course, you know, they create for themselves and do what they want because it's their dream and passion, but once other people start relating to it and attaching themselves to the art that you're putting out, that's when your dream stops becoming just a dream for yourself, and your art starts to become love. Your art starts to become passion for others, and it starts to become something that, honestly, there isn't a word for it. I'm not gonna lie, gang, but your art becomes something that's beneficial for other people, and it helps them. And that's something that not anyone could just do, honestly. It's not something that anyone can just do for the sake of money or for the sake of views. Like, the fact that Eddie Kingston, Hangman, Mick Foley, and all these people are beloved by so many isn't just because the characters and in-ring work, right? But it's because they're willing to allow themselves to come out in their characters and be real with millions of people around the world. And these people, they find comfort and solace in them. That como se dice, relatability in these people is what helps these viewers that, I don't know, maybe they're going through things, and the fact that they see that these people that they look up to and may view as physically stronger than them go through the same stuff, it gives the viewer strength and their own comfort to find their own peace and battle their own demons. Me personally, that's why I love these characters, right? And that's why I love artists like Kid Cudi, Isaiah Rashad, Mac Miller, Earl, Mavi, Mike, because these are artists that, you know, they're willing to be vulnerable and allow an extension of themselves exist in the art that's able to be consumed by people. It's that relatability that honestly I love, and that vulnerability that I really appreciate, and I love it, honestly. So it's important that mental health is more of a topic in today's wrestling world, because that shit exists, gang, and that shit is the worst thing when it's whooping you. Like, I'm talking about ankle being hung up and BTA, bro. But yeah, man. And also, I feel like as time passes, we're only gonna get more and more wrestlers being open and vulnerable about mental health. And as the world progresses and becomes more open with these topics, the art will also just naturally reflect that. And yeah, guys, thank you for coming to my latest Grab Talk. I have been your boy, Progress Tada. And if you liked the video, man, then smash that goddamn like button. Comment down maybe how wrestling affected your mental health, feel me? Or maybe some wrestlers you relate to. Maybe you think the topic is a bit too much and you don't want to hear about it. Let me know. Or maybe you find it important. Comment down. And last but not least, y'all, subscribe to your boy, man. We are officially on the road to 5K subscribers, which is absolute freaking nuts, bro. We hit 4K subs in just a year of doing this shit, y'all. This is honestly crazy. Like, I'm genuinely speechless, and this just isn't a me thing, right? Look around. You see all this? We did this. You guys have shown me nothing but love and kindness and passion in the comments always, and I forever genuinely appreciate it. I love making videos, and I'm so happy and I don't know, just lucky, and I'm grateful that my passion is able to be seen through a screen and that you guys enjoy the content. You guys are the battery in my back, and I love y'all. Genuinely, y'all are fucking awesome, man. Those that are in the Discord, thank you for tapping in with the community, feel me? And those that have commented since day one, I peep y'all. I be peeping, and just know I appreciate some of y'all still showing love. I'm nothing but grateful, and when we get to 5K, we gonna do a special video, which I'm excited for. But yeah, guys, thank you from the bottom of my heart, genuinely. Pop out to the Prograbs Discord, grab your core, link is in the bio. Pop out, it's a vibe, pull up, all the gangsters in there. Twitch link is in the bio. I said bio, in the you know, thingy. Go follow, and when I'm live, it's a fun and good time, man. Merch is also in the link below. And yeah, guys, I still don't got much of an outro, so I'm gonna leave y'all with the Prograbs out.